What's good YouTube, Ben here, welcome to the next video on the channel. In this one, I'm going to give you a tutorial on how to randomize the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Let's get into this. Alright, so Wind Waker is one of the more fun Zelda randos. I always have a blast doing it on stream. So, in order to do this, you're only going to need a couple of things. You're going to need the Dolphin emulator, which is the GameCube emulator. You're then also going to want a copy of the Legend of Zelda the Wind Waker. Do not bother asking in the comments where you get a copy of it from. Mine is legal dump. Any comments that ask where to download it will be instantly deleted because I'm not dealing with that. You can't pirate games, okay? I got this a lot on the link to the past one. Even though I said in that video, don't ask, because no. But, anyway, once you've got that, you're going to want to go ahead and go to the big list of game randomizers. This is a fantastic resource for randomizers. Every randomizer that has a physical release has been added to this. So every randomizer ever conceived is in here. Or at least any ones that are in public release. So, we're going to go down to the Legend of Zelda. And I believe it's in T. Yeah, it is. And then we want to go to the 3D games. Now we want to go down to the Wind Waker and we want Lego Lunatics Wind Waker Randomizer. If you come here and go right down to releases, click that. The latest release was this year, January 6th, so it includes a lot more stuff. Depending on which, of course, you're on, you can do it on Linux, Mac OS, and Windows. We're going on Windows, because I'm running Windows 11, so that's fine. Once you've got that downloaded, just go ahead and open up your folder and just drag and drop all of this stuff into another folder. Basically, just extracting it. Once you have extracted said stuff, you're ready to begin. So just double click on the randomizer exe. This might pop up. Just hit run anyway. It's completely safe, so you don't need to worry. But this then opens up the randomizer program. Now, this is where it gets interesting. So you want your clean Wind Waker ISO. So, of course, mine's just there, so that's fine. Output folder, I'll output to the desktop, because, again, you'll want to see what gets created. And then you can generate the seed you want, like, go for it. I'm just going to mash it a few times. We'll get seed, substandard, pointless, Goma. Okay, cool. So, this is what decides what gets randomized. Now, by default, dungeons, great fairies, puzzle secret caves, free gifts, miscellaneous, and expensive purchases turned on. These are the ones I would recommend for a beginner. So you want to turn Puzzle Secret Cave, not Puzzle Secret Cave, sorry, you want to turn Expensive Purchases off, because they can be very annoying for a new player. Miscellaneous you should keep on, because there are a few things like Outdoor Chests, Wind Shrine, Cyclos, that stuff's all fine. Free gifts are also fine, that's stuff from the post, Salvage Corp, all that sort of stuff in Prison Tingle. Puzzle Secret Caves are just like puzzle caves that you find around, because you've got two kinds of caves. You've got Puzzle Caves and Combat Caves. So Combat Caves I would keep off for a newbie, but the Secret Caves I would turn on. Lookout platforms and rafts I would turn on, because it's really fun. It adds a bunch of locations, and once you've got bombs or boomerang, you're set. You can do most of them. I'd keep Battle Squid minigame off. Submarines I'd also turn on. There's only about 5 subs, so it adds a few more checks. There's no reason not to. You could do Big Octas and Gunboats if you want. I wouldn't recommend it as a beginner to it, though. And all of this stuff I would also keep turned off, because there's no real reason to. Tingle chests are... Actually, no. Tingle chests I would turn on, because it is actually good to learn where they are. There's like a couple per dungeon. Once you know where they are, why not? Learn more about the game, but the rest of it I'd keep off. Sword mode, you want to start with the hero sword. I would do that. Don't start with any Triforce shots, because that kind of cheeses the game. Don't randomize all of this stuff. You could randomize starting on it, I guess, or you could randomize enemy palettes to make the... stuff like that happen. You can also make the chest type match contents. So, for example, key chests will look different. Major items will have the spiky chests, all that sort of stuff. I would recommend not turning on randomized entrances. That is an absolute nightmare. And then, of course, convenience tweaks. A swift sale, definitely. Instant text, yes. Real full C chart, yes. Roof title and ending videos, yes. Skip boss rematches, yes. The rest of these I'd leave off, because there's no real reason to add them. Once you've done that, you can start with starting items if you want to. This is the stuff you will start with by default, which is Ballad of Gales, Magic, Shield, and Song of Passing. I'd recommend starting with those because it just makes your life a lot easier. Advanced options, this you can basically just leave. Don't need to touch it. And then you come to player customization. Now, like with the Link to the Past Rando, there's actually a bunch of models that are in the game, or at least you can add. So, you already start with the Link model, and then you can also do like a bunch of different color presets like Dark Link, Purple Link, Shadow Link, which is really cool. But in order to get the models, so if we go back to the internet, again, all the links for this stuff will be linked down below anyway. Just go to Google, everyone's best friend, Wind Waker Randomizer mod. There you go. It's one of the top ones on Google. And that'll take you to this GitHub. So this will include pretty much all of the custom models that are currently available in the main. So this will include a whole heap of custom models for you to use. Now basically, installation, open the randomizer and play customization, blah blah blah. So, you want to get your downloaded pack. I'm just going to open up the folder I've got here, and where it says models, open this up, open this up, open this up, and this will include a whole heap of models that have currently been fully completed. Transplant these into that folder, or you could just copy the models folder, whichever one works for you. Either way, this process will take about a minute to copy everything over, which actually is not that bad considering how many files are actually included in this. But with this, it includes a whole heap of just random custom models. And I know that they're developing more and more and more, because like Wind Waker Rando is still heavily popular. It's really fun to do as well. If you've never done a Wind Waker Rando, I highly do recommend it, because it is fun. It's a very different kind of Zelda randomizer as well. I mean, the base logic is still the same like every other Zelda Rando. However, it's so chill to be able to do stuff like this. It's honestly really cool. Of course, we're almost there. 20 seconds remain. Of course, the speed on this transfer will highly depend on the boot drive, or I guess drive you're using to copy to. I'm using my NVMe SSD, so decently faster. Or those could be a lot faster. I don't know why it's that slow, but hey. No matter. It's done. That's all happened. So now all we have to do is reboot the randomizer. And normally it will also keep the settings you last used, which is great. Yep, it's kept the settings we last used. Play customization, install custom model pack. No. And there we go. All of these different ones are now here. So we've got Vartai, we've got Toon Flips, we've got Postbox Man, which is weird. Sakuya, which is kind of cool. Samus, which is really interesting. And different stuff will happen as well. So I'm going to choose Agent 9, which is from Spyro. And then basically, once you've got all this stuff sorted, all you want to do is hit randomize. And it won't take long. It takes about 30 seconds to fully randomize. It's basically just now dictating the logic of where items are placed, what sort of stuff hits by the rando, all that kind of thing. It'll stay stuck on like 3% for a minute, and then it'll just jump up to being fully completed. But it's currently figuring out the logic. Now, the first time you do randomize, it will take a little bit, because it's the first time you're doing it. But there we go, saving items, saving randomized ISO, boom, randomization complete. And then a few items on the desktop will get generated. I'm just going to close off all these folders because these are just not necessary now. It'll create this, which is a non-spoiler log. So it gives you hints onto where to go, but it doesn't spoil anything. Then you've got the full spoiler log. So if you are completely stuck and need to find a certain item, like, I don't know, grappling hook, it will tell you exactly where it is. And then, of course, you've got your ROM, which will be WW, which is Wind Waker, and then it'll say the seed that you've got. So mine was random, substandard, pointless, Goma. So once you've done that, all you want to do is open up your emulator. In my case, it'll be Dolphin. Beautiful. And then open it. Oh, I need to quickly sort out my controls because I don't have... Oh, right, it's DualSense. There we go. So I'm quickly just keying in the controls because I forgot to do this beforehand. That's a big oof from my part, but it is what it is. We don't need to do D-pad. I just need enough to be able to get into the game. That'll basically work. I never did start. Whoops. There we go. I just need enough to get into the game. Once you've got all that sorted anyway, go to there, sort out that. If you want a guide on some of the best dolphin settings to use for different things, let me know in the comments down below. I'll do a video on that too. But we're going to boot the game. You'll know it's Wind Waker Randomizer as well, because once it boots, there we go. Wind Waker Randomizer. Now, my save file from my last one is still here, yeah. So, I did one a couple months back on stream. If you want to catch those streams, just join me on Twitch or here on YouTube. Both are done. But we're going to boot into the game. It's going to put us on... There we go. So now we're Agent 9. Oh, there we go. Oh, I forgot. I rebooted Windows recently, so this is not optimized. Oh well. Anyway. If we go and start doing a few checks, you'll see that everything is completely randomized. Come on. So normally in Link's house, I have not keyed R, so I can't actually crouch. Damn it. There we go. There we go. Alright, so now I can crouch. So, with that in mind, we're going to go in here because there's a random chest. Da, 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 da. Yeah! Yeah! And we got a piece of heart. Typically, you do not get a piece of heart here. I believe it's like 10 or 20 rupees you get. But yeah, that's Randomizer complete. Let me know what you think about this video in the comments down below. Don't forget, you can also like, comment, and subscribe to show your support to the channel. You can also become a channel member from as little as 99 pence per month here in the UK to help support further. And when I do go live, I go live here on YouTube and over on Twitch at the same time. When I'm live here on YouTube, I go live in the shorts form, more for mobile. So if you want to catch those streams, don't forget to turn on notifications and subscribe. If you want to catch my streams in full 1080p, which is everything, go over to Twitch. That link is in the description below.